and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this all drugstore slash affordable makeup look. So if it's not from the drugstore, I will be linking it down below so you know where to buy it. Even down to the brushes, I tried my very best to use all affordable brushes as well. So a lot of Morphe, Real Techniques, and crown brushes, things that are not as expensive as Zoeva, Sigma, and MAC. So I kind of steered away from those today. I love doing this drugstore glam, so thumbs up if you want to see more drugstore glam tutorials, and also follow my social media as well. Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. All of them are Makeup by Layla, and I use them a lot, so go and follow me and we can have a nice chat and we can be friends. And subscribe to my vlog channel as well, because I am posting a lot more vlogs on there. So yes, subscribe so you know when I upload. If you do want to see how I achieved this makeup look using all affordable brushes and makeup, then just keep on watching. So to begin, I'm going to be priming my skin using my Maybelline Pore Minimizer. Wait, no, that's not what it's called. It's the baby skin. But it does minimize the size of your pores. So I just applied that all over, and now I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. At the moment, this isn't available in the UK. I did buy this whilst I was in LA, but I believe they are bringing it over to the UK. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm pretty sure sooner or later it will be available in the UK. I'm just applying this all over my face and buffing it all in with this Morphe brush. I love this foundation. It's definitely my favorite Maybelline foundation out there. It's amazing. So I'm just buffing this all over to create a nice flawless finish. Moving on to my eyes, I'm taking the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer and using it as my eye primer just to cancel out the colours of my eye and also to make my eyeshadow stick a lot better. And I'm also just making sure that I set it as well, just so that it doesn't budge or crease. For my eyeshadow, I am taking the Makeup Revolution I Heart Chocolate Palette, and I'm going to be taking this peachy brown shade right here. This is going to be my first transition shade, and I'm just applying this in the crease, making sure to build this colour up quite a bit using this brush from Crown Brushes, and I'm just making sure to keep packing on that colour so it creates a really nice peachy brown shade in that crease. As this is the first colour we're applying, you want to make sure you blend this as well as you possibly can. That way all the colours we apply next will apply a lot more evenly. Next, I'm just going to be applying this matte brown shade. It's kind of like a medium toned brown, and I'm just going to be applying that in the deeper part of my crease using that same brush just to slowly deepen this area. I'm going to be going in with one more darker brown, and this colour will just help to prepare for that and make that darker brown apply a lot more easily and also blend easier as well. Then I'm taking that darker brown and just taking it on a slightly more detailed brush. This one is from Morphe, and I'm just going to be applying it into that really deep socket of our crease. This is just going to make our crease look a little bit deeper, and it's also just going to give our eyes a little bit more structure as well. I wanted to keep the lid nice and simple, so I'm just taking this matte cream shade and I'm just going to be patting this all along the lid. You do have to kind of pack this shadow on quite a bit, so as you can see I'm using these patting motions, and that will just pat on more colour. If you use more swiping motions, it's not really going to pat on that colour, so as you can see I'm really kind of patting it on to get that pigmentation. Next, I'm going to be creating that bold wing. This really does create the whole eye look, and I am taking this L'Oreal Super Liner Slim, which is one of my favourite eyeliners for creating a wing, just because it's so easy to use. I'm going to be first of all just lining the top of my lid and then creating my wing. I always find it so hard to capture me creating a wing on camera, but this is pretty much what I do. I create the edge and then I just connect the two lines together, and it's all about practicing. If you find it hard to create that wing, then you can use a piece of tape. That definitely does make it easier if you are a beginner. Next, I'm just popping on my lashes. These are the Cocoa Goddess lashes, and these are obviously not from the drugstore, but they are pretty inexpensive. I think they're $6.99 in dollars, so they're not expensive in pounds either, so not too expensive, and they're my favourite lashes. I just applied that with some black lash glue, and now I'm just going to be applying some mascara to really make my lashes blend in. The mascara I'm using is my favourite. You guys have obviously seen this a billion times on my channel by now. This is the L'Oreal Paris Full Slash Sculpt, and I'm just really pushing that against the full lashes to really make them join together. Now for some highlighting, I'm taking the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer and I'm just applying that on all the areas I would like to bring forward, and also on the sides of my nose as well to narrow my nose down. And then I'm also just going to be applying that onto my chin as well and be blending it out with the same brush I used to blend in my foundation. I'm also just patting in my concealer using my finger, especially in the areas that are a little bit harder to reach, with a larger brush, and then I'm going to be setting all the areas I applied the concealer with my Soap & Glory Instant Retouch powder. My favourite powder of all time, and I'm so happy that it's from the drugstore because it's amazing. So I'm just using my Real Techniques setting brush just to set all those areas. I like the size of this brush, it's very small so it's easy to get up right under the eyes. Next, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. I'm first of all just brushing through my brows using this double-ended brush from e.l.f. And then I'm going to be taking this eyebrow duo from NYX. I believe this is fairly new. It's an eyebrow pencil on one end and then the other side is a concealer, which is so handy. So I'm first of all just going to be applying this roughly through my eyebrows and creating a shape of what I want my eyebrows to look like. And then I am going to gradually build up that colour and make it look quite dark. I am also going back into that double-ended brush from e.l.f. and just making sure to brush my eyebrows through. And then I am also going to be taking some of that concealer from the double-ended NYX pencil and just applying it with that e.l.f. brush, just because I find that I can create a really nice detailed carving on the bottom of my brow when I use it with a brush. I am now going to be finishing off my eyes, and I am applying this Rimmel pencil. This is the Scandalized one, and I'm just applying it onto the waterline first of all, and then I am going to be applying it onto the bottom lash line too, and I am going to be really smoking this out because this really helps to create that just gorgeous feline look that I'm going for. And this pencil blends so easily, and this is just my favourite black pencil, I think, one of my favourite black pencils. I'm taking this teeny tiny pencil brush from Morphe and just making sure to smudge this pencil whilst it is still wet, and then when it dries it sets in place, so it doesn't even really need to be set with a powder, which I love. I'm just making sure all of the harsh lines are nice and blended and are looking nice and smoky. Of course, I'm just going to be finishing off with some mascara on the bottom lashes, and I'm using the same mascara I used for my top lashes. For bronzer, I am taking this e.l.f. duo, and I'm taking the bronze side, and I'm just going to be taking this big fluffy Morphe brush and just applying it around the outer perimeter of my skin. This just gives me a little bit of colour, and I'm just applying it on the areas kind of where I'd contour. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of contour right now. I'm all about the highlight, and I'm taking this Goddess of Love highlight from Makeup Revolution, and I'm just going to be applying it onto the tops of my cheekbones. Can you see this highlight, guys? Oh my gosh, this is my new favourite highlight. It's gorgeous. And for the lips, I am going to be taking this natural retractable lip pencil from NYX, and I'm first of all just going to be applying that all over the lips, and then I'm going to be going around the outer edges with a dark brown lip pencil from NYX also, just to give my lips some definition, because this lip colour is extremely light, so it needed a little bit of something. So I just went around the outer edges to really give my lips some definition. And then the liquid lipstick I'm using is this NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick. I'm not really sure how I feel about these. I mean, they are really nice, but they are not very full coverage in colour. Like, you really have to apply a few layers, if that makes sense. That is the end of this makeup look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. I love this makeup look, and I really hope you guys want to see more full face drugstore glam looks, because you know how I feel about glam looks. They're my favourite. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then don't forget to like it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends. Also, don't forget to follow me on all social media, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye, guys.